The shop here about in the end of 2012, it's the guitar shop at Hopi Lane. We started Hopi Lane a little before that. We started out in the county, and after a couple parents wrote me a letter that if we'd moved to town, I'd probably have a lot more lessons. Then we got a place in town, and that's how we got started here. And I think in 2013 we had our first Rocktoberfest. I'm Stan Denninger II, Deuce Denninger. I was born on Kaskaskia Island, Illinois. Like so many people born over there, you can't stay there long. There's just too much water. My music started like everybody else. My cousins were into music, and I spent a lot of time at my cousin Denny's house. It's kind of like a second dad to me, and well, you would just think that everybody had Bob Seger in their basement because that's what they had at their house. And when we became age to play it, just like osmosis mostly, my cousin Paulie would show me guitar licks, and my cousin Jenny would teach me about music.
So my father was a musician, and he played the guitar, and my mom played the bongos and the spoons, and they would travel around and play uplifting songs for people in the 70s. And so I've always just loved music, and then I met Stan through music. I was at one of his shows, and so then he just saw something in me and helped bring it out a little bit and let me start performing a little bit as well. So music's just been a part of my life forever.
Wow, very cool.
Well, we give lessons. We give piano lessons, guitar lessons, bass lessons, drum lessons. We got a great drum instructor in Jimmy Brotherton. My little cousin Al, he is doing a lot of the beginner guitar lessons now and formal guitar lessons. Izzy Melchior is teaching piano, and we have Avery Helmers is teaching beginning guitar lessons too, and she's fantastic. You should go out and see her play. We have a recording studio. We've worked with all kinds of people, from Ian Ferguson, even Chris Jansen along the way. All kinds, too many people to name, the Talon Brothers and all kinds of people. Really never thought about it like that before, but we work with all kinds of people. Yes, I think there's an abundance of talent that came out of Perryville and will come out of Perryville. Everything from Chris Jansen to Sam Barber to Ian Ferguson. In our school particularly, Carly Green, Danielle Preston, now Danielle, they all changed names on me. I would have to cut that one again. I'm bad with names. But anyway, some of our students have went on to become school teachers and music teachers, and it's really important, and there is a lot of talent here, and it's because we have a really strong work ethic, and there's not a lot of other things to do than to maybe hunt and fish and go out and do things like that. And when I was a kid, we didn't have a place like Hopi Lane, and so that's why we have it now.
Right. And
I feel that the guitar shop at Hopi Lane gives the children a place to go. It helps them with artistic outlet, and they can come here and they can learn all the songs that they want to sing, and they can go home and perform them for their families and their friends, and it just kind of helps, you know, give them a space. Not all children are into sports, some are into both, and so this kind of sets up an option. I also feel like it helps give them direction when sometimes kiddos don't get that, so it's kind of like a safe space.
well, very cool.
I met Stan at one of his shows, and he asked about me, and then he just fell in love with me ever since that, or I fell in love with him. Either way you look at it. We have been together for 15 years. We have 4 children, 3 of them are mine and 1 are his, my bonus baby, and 2 grandbabies, so we are kind of in it to win it. I've been working in early childhood for 26 years, and so the fact that we're both kind of teachers on completely different levels is pretty awesome. We connect there as well.
We felt like the town had the potential and the heart and the talent, and they had came to us in a downtown revitalization meeting and said, what could we do to get people to come downtown? And I said, well, and not just me, the whole group of us said, you know, if you would change the rules to where you could allow people to, you know, have parties and shut the streets down, they started to to say, well, we'll have a Rocktoberfest, we won't have a beer wagon, we won't have this, we won't have that. We'll try to get everybody to shop local for the eats and the drinks and really support the people that were moving into town. And that was the heart and spirit of it. And then mostly having Perryville bands because all the talent here in the beginning. And a matter of fact, I think that the early ones say Rocktoberfest, where Perryville comes out to play. And that's because we had so many bands in the town that it was easier to open this music store than all of us to drive 3 towns over to get strings anymore. So that's where Rocktoberfest kind of came from, and all the lessons, kind of like giving them a recital once a year where they could really go out and show their stuff off, and on a big PA with sometimes, you know, somebody might only be playing guitar for a few weeks and they're out there playing with people who play guitar for 30 years, and it's just an uplifting experience and a confidence builder that you just you have to see it to believe it. If you come to Rocktoberfest, this is what you should expect to see. The kids are going to come out from 5:30 to 7:30 and they're going to rock, they're going to strut their stuff, they're going to show you all they got. And then me and some of my friends and some of my old students, we're going to play for the next hour or so and warm you up for the 2 great bands we got on the main stage. We got an acoustic stage. Roger Pro from Umbro, he comes in, pours his heart out into it every year. We got some great names on that stage, too many to mention right now. And then we also have the 99.3 Real Rock stage that Kirby Ray from 99.3 himself comes up and puts that stage on with Jason Heater, and they do a great job over there. And they got 4 bands on that stage too.
Wow, very cool. Okay, so
We all talk about all the extras.
Hang on. All right, here we go. On the main stage, we're going to have Negative Wish.
Karma.
All right, stop. Here we go. On the main stage, we're going to have Evan Schishler's band, Negative Whiplash, and we are stoked to have them back. He was one of our favorite little drummer students, and he's got a band, and they are just kicking it all over the place. They're going to be on the main stage. They're going to close it down. For them, we're going to have the OGs from my hometown, St. Mary's. They're great guys. Come out and party with them. Before that, I'm going to rock your socks off.
all right.
October 5th, Rocktoberfest, Perryville, Downtown Square. Free event. Be there or be square.